Hey y'all, this is our second time. We trying to see if we look good before we roll this out. Hold on. Okay, we look okay. Yeah, we look good. All right, cool. So yeah, we had a couple of technical difficulties, but we are here by the grace of God. So we appreciate you guys for watching. We are doing Make It Make Sense, of course, and today's title is The Potency of Dating Potential. Is dating potential good, or is dating the potential in somebody bad?
Good.
It's good.
Good. It's good.
Okay.
It's a good thing. It's a good thing. It's definitely a good thing.
Okay, before we get started, do you have anything you want to share? Any upcoming stuff that people need to be aware of?
I mean, thank you just for putting me on the spot like that. I do have some things coming up, guys. It'll be later on in the fall though. And so, yeah, just stay tuned for that. But I will say big shout out to everybody else that has an event going on right now. You know, there are a lot of things going on in Birmingham. We got pop-up shops coming up. I see some summer series by Counselor Crystal Smitherman. That should be coming up. I want to say Sonetta Smith has a event coming up this
May 24th.
May 24th. The Q's got the.
Oh, I'm gonna do mine.
Okay, yeah. I'm just trying to
mine.
shout out all my people I know who doing big things. So, even though I don't have a physical event for you guys coming up, big shout out to Birmingham and those who are doing something big. Now, Ashanti, where are you gonna be?
Okay, let me just put the camera on me so I can tell
On
them.
the
All right.
scene.
So on May 24th, your girl is gonna be down at Cigars and Sundresses. Okay, the Q doll is gonna be out. I know y'all be worried about them other colors, but we only gonna be worried about purple this day. Okay, so May 24th, make sure you come out. It's gonna be available from 4 to 9. Tickets are gonna be on Eventbrite, so make sure you get your tickets before you get there. Also, June 7th, your girl is gonna be hosting Balling with the Bullies. Okay, so this is going to be a really cool thing that I'm doing that's new. It's going to be showcasing dogs that are either like the professional ones that will be judged on their coat, their color, their height and weight, and also dogs that are for fun. It is free for children to come, so bring your kids, but it is $25 per adult. So make sure you come out. It's at the BJCC. It is from 11 to, I want to say 3. I'm not 100% sure, but I know it starts at 11. So make sure you come to that. And there's another pending event on June 7th that I may be at. I will let you guys know once I get some confirmation about it. But that's what y'all need to be tuned for. So make sure you get your tickets and make sure you support good things, positive things happening in the city.
Yeah, I'm so glad that's over with.
Oh.
Yeah, nobody want to hear about the Q's.
I mean, you know, he got them other colors on. But like I said, you know, the ambiance in here, we got pink, but it's hues of purple.
Now, I do want to give you some advice, you know, as a fellow friend of mine.
Okay.
You know, don't potentially go in there and get caught up.
Oh, I will never.
Yeah, don't get caught up in the neck rolls, you know, and the sweat rolling down off their faces and stuff like that. You know,
I will never.
I know the Q's can be enticing, you know what I'm saying, but I want you to come back. Come back the same Ashanti. Please.
I've never dated a fraternity man.
For real?
Never. I never really got into it.
Where did you go to college?
I went to University of Alabama for a little bit.
For a little bit?
Yeah, I just never got into it. Plus, my dad's a fraternity guy, and I'm just like, So.
For a long time, you know, growing up, you know, when you get to high school, you have these types and standards. I always thought I would marry the prissiest AKA that it was. But now...
That's not your type.
You don't think that's my type?
No.
What is my type?
Okay, if y'all listening...
Oh, geez.
Justin type is a very earthy woman. I could see her like afro or natural hairstyle.
Yes.
Like, you know, deep skin tone.
Yes.
Yeah, I can't see you with like an AKA with a long weave or long hair and just really prissy. You like a very earthy. I'm talking about she may have really big earrings on, wear a lot of gold jewelry, maybe waist beads. He like those type of girls. Am I right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I do like those. I do like those. I will subscribe.
Like.
I will subscribe. And what type of men do you like?
We're not gonna get into that.
Yeah, I don't care. I really don't care. You know what I'm saying?
I don't I mean, I don't really have a type. I know what I don't like.
I could see you with one of those. What's the guy that was running away from the white woman? The actor that was running down the street.
Oh, okay. I don't know. That dark skin type. What white actor?
No,
I'm
he
thinking
no.
about Get. I'm
This
thinking
the
about
black
Get
man
Out.
that was running away from.
Oh, Jonathan Majors.
Yeah, I can see
No.
you with it.
You're not reading my type. You don't know how to read the room. But anyways, y'all, we're gonna get into the show. I don't know what he's talking about. I don't really care for that man like that. But while you are listening, please make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share, and we thank you so much for tuning in. We had a couple technical difficulties, like we said, but we're ready to get into it. So, dating potential. We have a video we want you guys to watch. I haven't watched it yet. Justin picked this out. Y'all know his taste is apparently not that good because he can't read what type of man I like.
Martha Stewart taste.
Oh, okay, well, he can't cook then.
That's right.
So, we're going to play the first video and then we're going to talk about it.
Headphones on.
I think one of the worst things that you can do as a man is date a woman's potential. That's setting yourself up for failure. You're supposed to judge women based on their reality, who they are, not who you think that they have the potential to be. Whoever she is, when you meet her, that's who she wants to be.
Look, I told y'all we had some technical difficulties, but it's okay.
I'll explain. Basically, my guy said, you know, you're basically supposed to judge women on their reality.
Okay.
You know, compared to
the potential?
To what you see that they could be.
Oh, the potential.
And so often you find guys like, you know, a Justin, you know, like a Justin Evans, somebody like that, you know, raised from a Christian background, you know, Baptist, strong Jesus household. We really depend on him, you know. And so my mom, she taught me a certain way that I should do things, you know, like as far as when it comes to courting a woman. And so what I would do is I would court, you know, good women raised in the church and strippers the same way.
Okay.
And it's one of those things where, like, I see her in the club already with a behind out, you know, or maybe not even a stripper, but girls who are dressed and they resemble one that could be a going woman. You know, they look good. They may have revealing clothing. And I'm like, you know what? If only I could just take her to church.
You can.
But they don't be wanting to go. They don't be wanting to go to church. They don't be wanting to go to church and come from outside. They want to be outside. And so one of the things is we get caught up in that, you know, like, man, I could bring her home. And some girls have even told me, like, Justin, you trying to make me soft.
Oh,
like, what type of...
She was trying to be a YN.
Don't you want to be soft? You know, but some girls want to be outside. They want to be... You know, they want to go to and fro. You know, you can't, even though you see that they could be a good, well, I don't want to say see they could be a good woman because good could mean different things. But whatever your version is that you think that they could become for you, everyone doesn't amount to that.
Right. I do agree. So, I mean, I think he was just doing it to others as you would have them doing to you, right? Yeah, so you could take the stripper, you could take the church girl, you could take the girl down the street, you could take them out to the same place. At least she working. I thought y'all hate to hear girls that complain about their light bill being due when you first meet them. Now you got a girl that's a working girl.
No. It's so when we say taking them away, it's taking them away from their lifestyle. And so men, when we look at potential partners, one of the first things we look at is their beauty. You know, like how beautiful is this woman? And so one of the things is, I think that's one of our topics tonight. We have to be careful on the seduction of the potential. You know, like, oh man, she has a nice body. It's a body that I want to wake up to every morning. But does she have the right mind? You know, and trying to convince this woman, or you know, I've heard the woman in the 80s. I don't think it was Tina Marie, but one of them is just like, you know, don't change me. You know, like accept me for who I am. I don't think is that Janet? I don't think that's Janet, but it's somebody around that high voice era. But it's just, you know, don't change me, you know, accept me for, you know.
Okay. And
you've heard the can you turn into a housewife?
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen it done, but
I mean, men like hoes though.
We can cuss on your platform?
I mean, the hoes is not a cuss word.
It's not? Mark Zuckerberg.
Hoes is a garden tool.
Oh, okay.
Men like hoes.
Why?
They're fun.
No, because see, if you would have just left it at that, it would have sounded so harsh. Why do we like
Garden tools?
What is a hoe?
A garden tool.
No, what is a hoe? Because what is she a freak?
Um,
Is she someone who just gives herself away freely? Is she someone who has a large body count? Is she someone who is sexually aggressive and doesn't care? What is a hoe? Because men just use the word.
Right. I don't use that word, but just to reference the analogy or like the saying that you were just saying, like you can't turn a hoe into a housewife. From what I understand, that to me would be someone that may be sexually promiscuous, someone that they may not be sexually promiscuous, but they have a look of seduction that overtakes, them. They may have large breasts, they may have large hips and butt, and people just automatically assume, oh, that's a hoe. We can't turn that into a housewife. The BBL, I can't marry a beat girl with a BBL, but I'm going to sleep with them. I'm going to have fun with them. I'm going to go on trips with them. But when I get married, I don't want my girl to have a BBL or long extensions in her hair or this, that, and the third. That's what I think. They always put that hoe as something that they can't bring home because of what other people would think.
So will we tie, we would say that men would tie a hoe into being someone that would be able to please their sexual fantasies or their sexual desires?
It could be that. It could also be their aesthetically. Like when
why would a woman who's just shaped nicely have to be called a hoe? I mean, would it not be what she's revealing, or if her clothes?
No, there are people that get called hoes that could be covered up from only their eyes are showing. I mean, people will describe a woman in whatever way that they see fit. She could have on a nun's outfit. She can have on a bikini at a bathing suit. She could be a young girl that's 16 that's just more shapely, that has on clothes, but for whatever, the clothes that she has on are not going to completely hide her body. Hoe is universal for all of those things. It's not always like simply put as like someone that's sexually promiscuous. It's definitely just from that side.
I want to give you these back on multiple choice answers. I think hopefully I can remember these.
Okay.
Is a 304. Is this someone who gives their body away freely? Is this someone that is sexually aggressive and like bold and public about what they do? Because sometimes you got private and then sometimes you have aggressive. Or is this someone who has simply gained a body count along the time? I want us to define what that is on this show.
Okay.
Because it is used freely by men and some women too. I don't care for why they use it. I want us to not trying to make it like serious like that, but what is an actual
304?
What would we consider?
Just to preference the conversation, I don't use the word hoe. I'll be like, oh my gosh, she's a 304.
Yeah, me too.
But if I had to just take a definition from what I hear, I really feel like it's synonymous to you sleeping with someone that other people feel like you shouldn't be sleeping with.
Did you get my face? Okay. Hold on. You said what?
I think it means when I hear people freely say, oh my God, she ain't supposed to be doing that. It could be a girl's man. It could be a guy that's lame. It could be anybody, like a popular guy. It could be, Shaq. Oh my God, she up.
So if Shaq, like if he was to sleep with,
they be like, and didn't have a relationship.
If Shaq is sleeping with everybody at TNT, then he would be, he's a.
Yeah. Or like, you could just, they call Meg the Stallion one. And she's been in relationships and she's dated and had.
Lori Harvey?
They call Lori Harvey one. And they say that, she's connected to men that they feel like she shouldn't be connected to. So they call her that. Even though first of all, we don't know what she's doing in her bedroom. Additionally, if she's doing that within the premise of a relationship, and they're in the agreement in that, how in the world can you be a 304? But I think people label that when they feel like you're doing something with someone they don't think you should be doing it with.
Me, personally, because you never answer my question and I'll answer it. I believe that a 304 would be one who is bold,
Okay.
and aggressive, about what they do. This might be someone on the street, a street corner. She's out there letting you know, like, I'm here to sell it. But then you have those who are on Facebook, bent over in the stories every day, on the Snapchat, bent over for the past 7 years, every day, showing us their goods. It seems as though that the clothes that they're wearing are just revealing more and more, every year. They got these lace outfits.
Yeah.
And then it has solid panties and bra, but the whole skin is just like lace. Solid panty and bra.
They're called poster girl fits.
Yeah. Now listen. I'm not saying that.
I don't believe in them.
I ain't saying that all the girls that wear them, are not saying that at all. But these are the outfits that the 304s would choose to wear. Now, for one, you made a statement earlier. You said that we love those, and that's true. So I don't want to get into
why.
I don't want to get into bashing, and down. I'm not on that side.
Hey, can you connect it back to the TV? Thank you.
But just the connection to our conversation about why is it that men try to take any women that's outside of our spectrum and try to turn them into, that's one of those things where we try to turn people into our desire. And I think women do it as well.
Oh, yeah.
Y'all try to make men handyman and make them y'all granddaddy.
We love a project.
Oh, y'all love a Build-A-Bear?
Yeah. That's what they
build a boy.
I don't. If I see a construction sign up, I'm going away. I don't want to build nothing. I don't want that. See the yellow tape. I like to do move-in ready deals. You know what I mean? I like for them to come furnish. They got it, all the bells and whistles. The only thing that I need to do is just change a lock. You know what I mean? Okay. I like those kind. I don't really want to go into construction that much. Here and there, right? Because I do understand in order to grow together, we do have to tear down some parts of ourselves. But, I don't want to be your resource for professional help. I need that to be already kind of situated.
I want to make sure the camera is on me when I say this.
It's going to be some BS.
Ashanti, I want to ask you a question, not about you, but I want to ask it about your friends.
Okay.
Do you have friends right now that aren't perfect women, and they may have some work to do before they could possibly be in a successful relationship? Let me straighten my hair up.
Yeah, I do know some girls like that.
You know some girls like that? All right. Do you know some girls who aren't perfect right now? They're not in any position to be in the best form that they can be for a relationship to go the best way it can go, but their desire is there. They still want. They still want it. They want it right now, like a Little Caesars pizza. Do you know any women that like that? Okay. My third question. Why is it that you guys don't have, I'm not saying you guys, I'm going to say your friends. Why is it that some of your friends and some women I know, they don't have the capacity to allow a man to grow just the way that they need time and months and year, a year or two, maybe to like why does the man have to come fully Super Saiyan and Transformer? But we have friends who feel like, I want this man right now, but I still have things that I need to work on as well. You get what I'm saying?
I can answer easily.
You can answer that quick?
It's the society that men built. You built that you built that perspective, right? Men are whole. They are providers. They are hard workers. They take care of everything. If you have a problem, call your man. They know how to fix it, right?
I thought I had
women, and you guys have built a society where women are incompetent. We don't know how to do certain things. We need help. What do y'all say? We can't live without y'all.
You are good.
Hey.
You are good.
So that is why
You are
Okay,
good.
that is how y'all built it up.
You are good.
Okay, if you in the comments, let me know if you agree or not. Go ahead and put some comments up. I just want to know.
You are so good.
That is why. Okay, that is the society that you know, that you built. So go ahead and put some comments up there.
You are so good. I like that. So men, we need to take accountability for
You can click that, yeah.
For the things that we say and the things that we do. I'm glad that you said that because earlier I wrote something down.
Okay.
I'm going to give you a quote and I want to see how you feel about it.
Okay, I'm listening. Hold on, we got a comment. Let me
got
see.
a comment?
Yeah. What does that say? Both women and men will put up with a lot of character defects so long as the person they're with looks good. Now, you are not lying. Does that say Jack?
Jack.
Okay, yeah. Jack, you're not lying. Okay. If that person looks good enough, don't lose your quote. But if that person looks good enough, they definitely will go ahead and bypass on the red flags, especially if, bang, bang time is good too. They'll definitely throw them red flags out the window. Okay, what's the next question?
We talked about that too.
It's a mix. They have people who, I'm sorry, I can't really see what these lights.
It's a mix. Slime Cook Rap says it's a mix. They have people who don't have to have anything they deal with based off of their emotions only, and then some they use as simps and tricks. I guess he's talking about the women. You know how y'all compartmentalize y'all men and answer the phone when y'all want to and text back when y'all want to.
Oh,
good job, Slime.
Wow, I ain't really care for that one, Slime.
Hey. Appreciate all our viewers now.
I thought you had my back. Okay, let me ask. What if you meet a guy and
has great personality and he's rich and can provide for you, but he's like one of those 600-pound life dudes?
No, who is that? Jack. Jack, let me zoom in on me. Hit my camera. Jack, and you can take the question down too. Jack, I'm gonna let you know right now, friend. I can't do a 600-pound man. I don't care how much money I don't care how nice he is. I'm gonna have to go and talk to that burning bush. I can't do it. I'm gonna need a new one. I can't even get him down the altar, down the aisle to the altar. We got to get married in the bed. Why he laying down? Somebody got no, that's too much. Okay, what's the next question? Oh, I agree. All right, so what is your quote?
Here you go. So I'm gonna give Ashanti something that she always loves, which is a confession, about my life.
Okay, yeah.
She loves this.
We love a confession.
She loves a confession about my life. One thing that I realized, Ashanti, that has hurt me. And I need you to like really remember this about me.
Okay.
As a friend.
Okay.
If you wonder when I turned 39, why hasn't Justin got married yet? Remember this quote, okay? This is very important. What I realized is
you better start lying. Okay.
I ain't lied now one day on this podcast. From the day I told you that they told me I deserve to have 2 wives, I ain't lied now one time.
Okay.
One thing that has failed me in my relationships and in dating is depending on women's word and what you guys say. And I hate to say like what you guys, because you a different woman from them.
I understand. Even when you say you guys, I know you're not talking to me.
Yeah. But literally, sometimes I get hung up on what they say. Some of those phrases like "I'll be here forever," "I'll never leave you," or it just be a whole bunch of different things. You know what I'm saying, that like you hear, and I report to my homeboy. I'm like, dang, bro, like Shawty said she'll never leave. I don't know. Like, I know I'm a good dude. I know I'm, like, okay, this might be all right. You know what I'm saying? And then 3 weeks later, things change, and then those words and those phrases and things that we said, they don't start to add up, with our actions. And so I'm someone, when it comes to this subject of dating potential, where it has like really messed up my trust, not necessarily in women, but in what they say. I'm having to really implement that into my like into my regimen, just as far as a man, like it's certain things as a man you just have to do regardless. You got the relationship, what you do with your woman, you got what you do for your kids, but it's like as a man, it's certain things that you just have to do. You got to hold on to some things. And that's one of them where you have to be able to have that discernment on whether my child might be trying to get over on me or my girl might be trying to get over on me. And I can't lie to you, like it's something that has really messed up my trust as far as what women say.
Mm-hmm.
I trust y'all. I know y'all value. I know the resource and what I have. But I'm just trying to make sure that I analyze and make sure that the right one is doing what they say that they're going to do.
I want to say this to you with love. Okay.
Oh my gosh, here you go.
Love is conditional. Okay. I'm letting you know. Let me finish.
Oh gosh.
Love between a parent and child in a healthy space is unconditional love, right? They have loved you since they have been tethered to their mother's womb. They heard your voice while they were in her stomach. They recognize you. Their heartstrings lead towards you when they come into this world. You hold them, you rock them to sleep, you change their diaper, you put smiles on their face, you put milk in their belly. That healthy bond is going to always be unconditional. The love that you create and build up with other people is based on the conditions that space is maintained, right? So remember this, I'll never leave you. The right now is silent. I'll never leave you.
Whoa.
Right now. That's silent.
Oh my gosh, Ashanti.
I'll never do this right now.
Oh my gosh,
right?
Ashanti.
But when it comes to love, it is built on conditions. Because if those conditions are no longer there, the love will no longer exist. And if you can understand that and say, hey, I'm going to put my best foot forward in this relationship and continue to build this love, because also love, in my opinion, is a choice. It is a choice that you make to choose every day. Because you can always choose not to, but you choose to do it every day. That love pushes you to help get up and your partner is sick and you go get them a trash can or get them some medicine or get them something to eat. That's that love that pushes you to be like, oh, I could just roll over and not. But I'm choosing to do so. I'm choosing to love right now and express that. When you get into spaces or people get into spaces and they think, this person's never supposed to leave me no matter what I do. That is just not how the world works.
Right.
And I think that we have falsehoods of these relationships that we, see with our grandparents, older aunts and uncles and things like that. And those also could be cycles of abuse, right? Because some of the trauma that we experience is brought on to us because we don't leave. You get knocked out. I do think it is never that person's fault. They should never continue to put their hands on you. Right? Okay. They should never continue to put their hands on you.
Right.
Simultaneously, it is important for your autonomy to remove yourself from that. Right? And continuing to endure it is only going to just cause longer and more intense issues in the future.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if you don't want to get married, I really champion men that say that.
Who said that?
You said you 39, you ain't gonna get married.
No, I said, I didn't say that. I said when I turn 39 and if I'm not married.
Okay.
I said I wanted you to remember this quote.
Well,
and it's not something that I'm leaning on, but it's something that, I'm like, I can report to you where I've been with some people, and I'm gonna get deeper into this because I like what you said, but it's some things that I want to kind of dissect out of it. I have a rule where, you heard me say this, I don't like signing up for things that I'm not going to commit to. So when I go and try to get my credit fixed, they look at my credit and they like, you don't even have nothing to fix. And it's like, because I don't sign up for nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I look at like, no, I'm good on it. Then I call other people, they're like, yeah, I'm at $8,000 worth of debt. And I'm like, how? Like, what have you been signing up for? Because I don't sign up for nothing that I'm not committed to. College, us, you know what I'm saying? Friendships, I try to work it out. If I can, if it was worth it. If I said I was going to be there, you get what I'm saying? It was something that may have happened that caused me to say I was going to be there. You get what I'm saying? And so I'm one of them where I gotta make us laugh because we've been real serious.
Mhm.
I always tell my homeboys this. When women tell me, and they try to thread me like, if you ever cheat on me, I'll do this and I'll do that. You know, you ain't gonna cheat on me, is it? I never say no.
Oh my God.
Dap me up.
Oh no.
I never say no. I literally just sit there and just be like,
So have you cheated before?
you know I have. I told you I'm a purposeful cheater.
When the last time you cheated?
No, I'm a purposeful cheater. You know, if it's for the right reasons, because
what's the reasons you be cheating?
I mean, you got people who will purposely, you know, try to play you. You know, one of them I talked about last week. You know, we've all done it, not all of us, but some of us. You know, you shack up with folks and they try to, you know, take away, you know, the sexual pleasures from
What
you.
was that unconditional love he was?
Oh no, it's
holding on
unconditional,
to?
but it's just certain games that we're just not gonna play. You know,
A couple
it's certain
days.
games that we're not gonna play. I'm telling you, I told you. You know, I've been not cooked for before.
Let me
and
tell
I've been,
you, a couple of moments.
I've been done. I ain't been done wrong, but it's just situations where you look and you like, no, ain't no way you can expect me to be faithful to this. And I'm real big on that. Men, and I talk to men about this all the time. Your faithfulness is a reward. And you need to understand that. The same way that women have pearls and things that they try to hold on to, you know, our faithfulness, the ring that you provide, the coverage.
Cut him off. Let me talk.
The coverage, the coverage that we provide. It's some girls out there looking for a man that they can look up to and answer all their questions and lean on and lay their chest on. That comes with a price. Make me feel valued for what I have.
Okay,
I ain't just giving away my pearls for nothing.
Literally, he just said a couple moments, mere moments of coochie popping will get him to throw his whole relationship away.
Are you serious?
Okay, mere moments, literally mere moments of coochie popping. Somebody over there saying they gonna do it.
That's not what I said.
It's gonna have him be like, oh my God,
she
didn't do it today, yesterday, and the day before. Let me go over here to this girl. And
what
it's
if my
insane.
wife in the comments? You gonna mess it up for me?
Oh, she already knows she be. Hey, if you're in the comments, he got some girls out there telling him that he deserves to be poly. You got some competition. So I'm just.
But men deserve to be cheated on too. I mean, y'all cheat on us.
Go to the comments, cause what's going on?
I mean, I'm just saying, like, if you're with somebody that is beating on you, you just talked about a woman who was in an abusive relationship.
Yeah.
You need to, man. You better introduce yourself to the dude at the coffee shop. Let him know what's going on at home.
Click some comments.
Come on.
Hold on.
You just getting beat on for no reason.
Okay. Preach. I was just thinking of this particular subject the other day. It's definitely conditions. Yes, love is based on conditions. Justin, me and Justin cool, right? Okay. If I told you today that I love you, would you be in love with me?
The thing is,
I'm just saying yes or no quickly.
You said in love.
Yes.
No. If you as a friend told me,
Justin, I'm in love with you.
If me and you left this podcast tonight, and before you left, I'm just talking about me.
Yeah.
Because I'm a different friend than a lot of the people I know. I'm just a different friend. If you got in the car and you told me, you said, hey, Justin, I love you. Be safe.
No, I ain't talking about. I'm not talking about that. Let me put it in the context. I'm trying to ask the question.
No, not in
Justin,
love. Justin,
I'm in love with you. You in love back with me?
No.
Why?
No.
Why?
Sometimes.
Because we don't have nothing foundationally built on love.
So why is it that people just say things out of their mouth for no reason?
They be lying.
This is now. So this goes back to our conversation.
You can take the comment down.
Your addiction to dating and dating potential is causing us to be in so many different situationships. You know, I posted about this where I've seen, you know, chicks in 4 relationships in the same year, all public, and then they children taking pictures with the other dude children 3 and 4 different times. Like,
Why
You know what I'm saying? Like, but the thing is, like, what do we like? You didn't. What did we say to make us be able to take pictures together as a family in front of Facebook? Or, you know, what is it that we're doing to make us be able to lay down?
Commitment. Hey, we in a relationship. I like you. I want you to be my boyfriend and girlfriend. It didn't work out. What you want them to do? If I break up with somebody yesterday, today I'm single. I'm looking for my new man.
Yeah, that's no problem. But today I'm single. You just said that, not you. You just said that 8 times in 2 years.
It could be true all times. She was with somebody today, and that's tomorrow.
And that's what.
Look, that's why I love tomorrow. Ain't that what Glorilla said?
Gonna lie. In 2 more years from now, she gonna be in the classification of a 304. That's 16 bodies, and
how you know she smashed all of them? We just talked about
y'all taking pictures with the kid. Man, no way. You think I'm finna take pictures with you with my kid? Man,
people be bringing people around their kids all the time.
Man, look, folks be out here moving fast these days. They're dating potential. I see that you.
No, they dating right now. Look at what you got going on right now.
I see you look a little bit better than my ex. I need somebody to flex on my ex with. This is potentially gonna put me better than them. Let me go ahead and get with you.
It's not hard to flex on an ex.
Or whatever, but I'm just saying the frequency of this happening.
We could just lie on the internet.
Puts you in a bad situation.
People just lie on the internet. I'm not finna try to go out. If I'm really trying to flex on the ex, I could just get somebody and lie. Why would I really be trying to fish for that really quick like that? If you don't have that motion, you gonna lie. And if you the ex, why you worry about what your previous was doing?
Answer this question for me.
Okay, then we're gonna go to some comments.
Why is it that you feel that it is okay for women just to lie in the beginning of the dating stage and not be accountable for what they say throughout the end?
I never said they could be. I never said it was okay to lie.
Like I know this. Like one thing I'm starting to do these days, I'm starting to be more honest up front. I'm talking about day one. You asking questions, I want to give you all the answers up front, because what I'm realizing is that
lying wasn't working, was it?
No, I'm not one of those to lie.
Oh, okay.
I don't tell the whole truth.
Okay. Oh, lie by omission. It wasn't working.
I'm one of those. Like, I'll tell you part of it, but I don't have to tell you everything, you know, because women, y'all like to get nosy, you know what I'm saying? But these days, I'm starting to just give it all up front because I'm trying to practice good habits. I don't want to lie. I don't want to be somebody that's keeping something from you. I don't want to be somebody that is having to keep carrying on the narrative of the story. If you don't like who I am up front off of this first date, I literally just went on a date about like a month ago with somebody. We literally ain't talked since then. And I was like, man, this is refreshing. Because, right, like it just wasn't for us. You get what I'm saying? Like, let's just, after you showed me who you really were, and I showed you who I am, I didn't really like who she really was.
How long was y'all talking before the date?
One day, literally one day.
One day before the date?
One day.
And I think, you know what?
Went on an outing. Like, not a date, we went on an outing.
Okay.
And after the conversation, we both have not hit each other up. Like, it just wasn't it.
Great. I'm so glad you said that. It just ain't it. I'm so glad you said that, because I'm finna talk to the ladies.
Go ahead.
Ladies, do y'all heard what he said, and y'all hear men saying, oh my God, we're not taking girls on dates because y'all just want to get some food and y'all just want to get something to drink and then go home and we're gonna be food bae. But here we have a prime example. He met somebody a day before. He didn't call multiple times, talk on the phone, see if it was a vibe, text multiple times, just have constant communication to see, is this person worthy of date, dinner, drinks? Are they worthy of that?
She actually took me out since she.
Took you out, but he was so hot in the pants, he just went. So it's insane to me when they say, "Oh my gosh, I really want a man, or I really want a woman that's gonna want me for me, but I just got to do coffee dates because I don't know if they're gonna call me back the next day." But they going out with somebody they only know for one day. That is why we don't be going to them coffee dates, because y'all don't have discretion. That's why y'all be going through some of the stuff y'all went through. You would have never had to face the fact that you didn't like this young lady in person if you would just took time to call her for a couple of days, text her for a couple of days, see how she's interacting, see how her vibe is in the morning, midday, at night. Is she happy to see you? Does she not want to talk? Are the kids crying in the background? You don't know nothing about this girl.
Ashanti,
you don't know nothing.
This is why I don't tell you stuff.
See, because I be checking.
This is why I don't tell you stuff.
Okay, let's look at some comments, because
this is why I turn my back and out. This is why I don't tell you stuff.
Look, if you watch it, make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe to the channel. I do appreciate you guys for supporting us. Let's see some comments, okay? Because you can go down below kind of when we started talking. Yeah, that's why he got messed up. Okay.
My wife
I definitely
could be
agree
in these
with
comments.
the statement. Love does more than it says. Okay, let me see. Yeah, they laughing at you.
Nobody laughing at me. I ain't doing nothing wrong but tell the truth.
One day before the outing, exactly.
Because men, I'm here to men like to cheat in private and get caught and be like,
"Oh, so you
that's not me." With the times I got caught cheating, I was like, it's a different look.
Okay,
it's a different look, but the look is, if you're gonna do it, what I say, man, don't sign up for nothing that you don't want to do. And for one, and once y'all realize that people deserve to be cheated on, and y'all stop holding on to
people deserve
the pain of being cheated on. Y'all don't think that people deserve it, and I'm trying to tell you.
If you in the comments, give me examples of people who deserve to get cheated on really quick, rapid fire them off in the comments.
DDG, I don't even know none of his songs, and I know he deserved.
Hold on, I want to read the comments.
Oh, go ahead.
Hold on. What you do speaks so loudly that I cannot hear what you say. What does that say? I can't see.
It says Ralph Emerson, I believe, Ralph said Emerson. That. Okay. And that's why relationships take time. Don't rush it.
Yes. Yeah. So Mr. Go on a date after I met you 24 hours ago. He's so hot in the pants. Ooh, he fast, y'all. Your wife might not want you because you're too easy. Oh, okay. I got to get to know you. Can you communicate on a daily before I date? You got to earn my time to take me out. I agree. I'm not going out with a man very quickly. I feel like, number one, he gonna try to steal me. Okay, you're trying to rush and get me outside. I don't know. I like the build up. I like the conversation.
Can I tell you the full story?
No, because we already got a full story. It's only 24 hours. It ain't even that long.
No. You didn't get. No, I need to tell you what happened.
Hold on. Let me talk about what I like. Because we already talked about your one day. Okay, your 24 hour, you just real hot in the pants. You ready to go in.
I was just gonna tell you how it really went down.
So for me, I like to build up. Okay, I like to wake up in the morning. I got the good morning message. I like to call you on your lunch break. Call me on your way home. You going to the gym? Call me after the gym. Actually, I'm gonna pull up to the gym. Call me when you get home, middle of the night. Oh, it's storming. I like that. Then it's like, this thing coming up. I really want to see you. I'm like, oh my God, let me try to get my outfit together. Let me get my hair together. Let me get my makeup together. Let me get my girlfriends on the line and let them know, girl, I done met a man. He has been so attentive to me. He's making good conversation. He's taking time to even know what type of restaurant I go to. I'm pescatarian. He knows the fact that I'm not eating beef, pork, steak, or chicken, turkey, or any of that stuff. He knows I'm allergic to dairy. He has taken time to get to know me, take me to a nice restaurant. He can't get to know that in 24 hours. I'm not going nowhere in 24 hours. Justin will. If y'all in the comments, y'all want to go somewhere in 24 hours, call him. He ready to go. But tell us what happened with y'all.
Man. I'm so glad that I'm actually like on this show, because if I wasn't on this show and not able to speak up for myself, I don't know where I would be. But slide a little bit closer to you because you probably won't believe this.
I don't.
The girl drove from an hour away to take me out after 10 p.m. at night. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Drove from an hour away.
So you going outside at 10 p.m. with strangers?
Hey, oh man, look here. I'm just trying to tell you the type of energy that she had. She was trying to move fast because she saw what it is that she liked. Oh. And the thing is, this had nothing to do with, any of that, that type of thing. But from the conversation that we did have, because we had talked for about approximately 3 hours the day before that. So I had enough time to get to know her. Oh. Most people on average, they just text during the day, casual comment stuff. I was able to have like a 3 to 4 hour conversation with this person. You know what I'm saying? The person decided that after they had heard that ism, you know what I'm saying, they needed to shoot down here an hour away, get a babysitter as well. Thing is, Ashanti, I don't know what type of man you deal with.
She dumping her kids off.
Hey, keep the camera on me. Keep the camera on me. You see I'm moving my hair around. Keep the camera on me.
She dumping her kids off for a man.
Listen, man, I don't know.
She don't even know.
I don't know what type of women that you deal with, but make sure y'all share this podcast. This is the J.E. Show, Ashanti After 9. I'm helping her make it make sense as to why you know, they gotta make men wait 3 weeks and all of that stuff. Yeah, whatever. This woman saw that I was a good man and she decided she wanted to take me out. You get what I'm saying? That's why I hate confessing, you know, what happens for me on this show, because it always gets ridiculed and questioned. You know, I expect trust on this show. Like when I confess things to you guys, accept it. You know, accept that this is what goes on, you know, for me possibly. You know, this woman said that, hey, I want to take you out of date and spend some money on you. So I ain't have to do all that.
Okay. Let me just say. So you're telling me, I just want to make sure I got this clear. She met
me, seen me
after a 3-hour phone call. First of all, during that 3-hour phone call, you couldn't even determine that you didn't really like the girl like that.
She saw me in action doing work first.
Okay, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
After a 3-hour phone call, you decided, hey, you couldn't even determine in that 3 hours that you ain't like her. Okay, so I don't know what y'all was talking about, but apparently y'all wasn't talking about anything good. But wait, hold on. After y'all 3-hour phone call, this lady abandons her kids and puts them with a babysitter just to meet a man that she talked on the phone with only for 3 hours and drove an hour, right?
Now I gotta add more to the context.
And then drove an hour back, probably spent an hour here. We were looking at 3-4 hours. She just put her kids off with some person that she don't even know, drove an hour. Did she know about this city?
What's the name of this episode? You have to, the potency of dating.
I'm not the potency looking real.
The potency of dating potential. There are certain, and I guarantee that if some of the, you know, people in our audience today were brave enough, they can put some stories in the comments where they've did some crazy things because they thought that this may have been the person. You know, we've all done some crazy things for love or for lust, or, you know, just because we was crazy. You know, we all did some crazy things. And so don't get upset with me when women do crazy stuff for me. Like when can you ever just dap me up or give me the pinky or the thumbs up and just be like, good job, bro. Good job, broski. When can I ever get the Tiger Woods from you? Like, that was a good thing.
I don't ball my fists up. I'm a lady, you know. I don't do that.
Well, give me
got my French
Hitler.
manicure. Oh my God. Got racist stuff going on.
Salute.
See, this is the thing. You represent some triggering things, though. That's what you represent, right?
Triggering for who?
For women, right? Because you represent those because apparently some girls that throw their kids off and come meet a man for and do an hour drive.
And there are women out there that don't mind wearing the shawl to keep their head covered, you know.
Oh, you Muslim now?
They don't have to be Muslim.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I didn't know.
Yeah.
Are you?
You know I'm not Muslim.
Why would they have their hair covered for you?
Huh?
Why did you just bring that up?
Because my girls can't wear that.
They can't wear their hair out?
Huh?
They can't wear their hair out?
You never heard that Lil Wayne verse?
No.
Oh.
What Lil Wayne verse?
My girls can't wear that.
Wear what?
That.
A hijab?
No, they can wear a hijab, but they can't wear that.
I'm so confused.
Yeah, we're gonna put AC. Make sure you put her on to because she's not here.
We know it's women out there that just abandon their kids to drive an hour to come see you. I know it. Yeah. But you represent those men that's like coffee dates only because we don't know you for real, and we got to make sure we spend a minimum amount of money on you before we can determine if you're worthy of going to Chili's or Applebee's or one of these chain restaurants, right? And I don't subscribe to that. So yeah.
Have you ever taken a man out on a date? Have you ever DM'd a man and said, I'm taking you out this week?
No.
Try it and see the response you get. I want to see if he's hot in the pants. You don't know how many men out there are waiting on a shanty to just...
I would say my energy doesn't attract men that like to fluctuate on that dating thing right there that you're talking about.
What is fluctuate how? Like, what do you mean?
I like traditional men. They want to take me out on the first date. I'm not saying I've never paid for a date, but I'm not getting ready to try. I don't even pump fake. I don't even act like I'm finna reach for my wallet and my purse on the first date.
Oh no, don't do that. No.
So that me pump faking would be even me trying to ask you, hey, you want to go out on a date?
Nah, Shanti, this gonna ruin it for you because I got a couple homeboys watching this right now.
Okay.
After how many dates that this man has paid for, when are you gonna reach for your card? On the second, third or fourth date?
That's a good question.
Answer this quickly. This ain't something that should take forever. That how she talked to me, ain't the AC?
I know, answer quickly.
Come on, what's taking so
I
long?
like the fourth date.
You said after the fourth date?
Yeah. Like some commitment, yeah. But see, I'm going to say this. Like you said, why is it that men have to come already pre-made, but you guys have created this society where men are whole and women are looking for someone to lead us and take care of us. We can't live without y'all being able to do the infrastructure and highways, and we ain't going to be able to turn the lights on, and we ain't going to be able to do all these things, right? So you're courting me, and I'm going to be resting in that space of courtation. I don't even know if that's a word.
So you've been watching the news. Oh,
what you?
I just want to say, in the world of what man made, y'all have let man go, and y'all have created new man. So
what man is that? I only know one Adam.
These new men that these new women is creating, these soft, passive guys, where they look at women now like, I done seen you in my mama. Now you finna work for me.
Are you talking about fatherless homes?
No. He's talking about hybrid. So you got hybrid women and you have hybrid men these days.
No, I've never heard of this.
Oh no! I'll tell you, hybrid women are women who act like a man but want to be treated like a woman, and then you have these men who always got their nails polished.
They want to be the bad
and got a man bag on. They make a lot of money and they seem like they're masculine men, because they make money.
Mm-hmm.
But around other masculine men, like dudes, you would get slammed on your head.
No, but he said women are creating these people, right?
Yes.
And okay, just so I can understand clarity. Hold on, let me ask a couple questions. Women are creating these men. You talking about like from children up until adults?
Yeah.
So would you say single women?
Are you trying to say single women?
Single women.
Even women in homes. Where he said hyper masculine women, even the men that's in the house, they running them.
Right. So it's like, okay, so what I'm hearing you say is these women are attached to men who don't establish their dominance.
Not attached, but they are creating and setting the environment.
I mean, attached, they have a kid. They're attached.
So
they're attached to men who do not exert their dominance. And so it is the woman's fault why that he is choosing to not.
No, we didn't say that.
So why is it our fault that we are breeding these hybrid men?
Good question. I want to answer it. Some people that you've been on podcasts with before, they talked about the aspect of these single mothers creating the type of, raising their sons to be the type of man that they possibly would have wanted, if that makes sense. Your dad wasn't here, so you need to be like this. Or telling sons that it's okay for him to cry, or don't cry, like whatever the difference is, but like you're raising him to be how you would want him to be, instead of him being like the man that he probably needs to be, in society.
Okay.
And
okay.
That would help aid, because we see a lot of women, well, that's my little man, that's my twin and that's my road dog. Okay. But is he the type of man that you can send off and that another woman would be appreciative of how you raised him? Right.
So I really find issue with this, right? Because I think women get a lot of blame, right? But they stayed there and did the best with the tools that they had to work with.
Speak.
And I really hate calling it single mother household. I really like to call it a fatherless household, right? Because we're talking about what's lacking here.
Yeah.
This child is lacking the impression of a father.
Right.
So if fathers were to bridge that gap, we won't have single mothers, right? But even to bring it all the way back to the rooster come before the egg, we need to, as a society, not just African American people, but as a whole, we need to put so much more emphasis on family structures that are going to be beneficial for your kids, right? And statistics show most likely you will have more of a family unit if you decide to engage in marriage prior to childbirth. And when we have things coming out of order, I understand things happen, but
On both
consciously.
sides.
Yes, consciously.
Yeah.
Right. I think if you are honestly above the age of 19, you understand fully the ramifications of how expensive children are. You understand, you should understand how important sex is and how the consequences fare out. You putting your kids at a disadvantage with grounds that are not for certain. When you decide to have children outside of wedlock and you guys don't have the foundation of unity. And we put a lot of criticism on women who choose to keep their kids and raise them.
Yeah.
And we don't put a lot of that accountability on the men who decide to leave.
Or,
and now we sit up
or
here.
if they can't come around, because there have been many situations where men weren't allowed to be around the child.
They have rights
So
that they should seek. And that it is what it is.
Yeah.
You better go get you an attorney or a public defender or whatever it is. You gotta go. You need to go get your kid.
That sucks, but
it does. But that's the card that you was dealt. You know, and if you were married and you dissolved that relationship, you would have to get an attorney to get your kid established on, a regimen. Right. So go ahead and do that. Take care of your kids financially. We ain't finna be out here. Oh my God. I be seeing posts about people getting put on child support like you're not supposed to take care of your kids. Mm-hmm. That's what it's for. I'm sorry, she ain't finna ball out with your $250 a month. It's going to the kid. Kid's expensive.
Yeah.
It's got to be responsibilities on both ends. You're putting her at the responsibility of raising your kid day after day after day after day, absent of you. The least you can do is take care of it and stop trying to pin all the issues going on with men and women on fatherless homes.
Unless she is choosing to be a single mother. Like everything you said is right, and which is why I don't.
What do you mean choosing to be a single mother?
Sit on those platforms where we just dog out women and try to make it seem like, no, I'm not here for that. And I'm for everything that you just said, and also saying that there are some women out there who choose to be single, independent. I want to do it on my own. I don't, want to be married, even though the dude is trying, like, no, we still gonna put you on child support. We probably could have put some on paper and just shook hands and did things as word is bond. But there's an avenue and an agenda, where women they're like kind of plugging into, like, hey, things don't work out. I can just plug into this system right here. I can just get wick. I can just got dog. I don't really need cuz. You get what I'm saying? So everything that you said is 100% right. And then to get us an A++, we had to be able to add in the fact that some people are choosing to be an absent father, and some people are choosing to be an independent. Look at me, how I'm doing it all on my own, and watch me while I'm bashing my my baby daddy. I don't know if
I would say that's a choice.
I know a couple of them
because that's the only choice that they have.
Not all of them.
To be independent. Look.
No, you got some.
There are some fathers that want to be there for their kids, and like I said, go through all of the extents to get contact with your kid. Oh. I do believe that. I don't think you should be like, oh, I want to be there, but your mama got on my nerves so bad, I decided not to. Because you're putting your hatred for that woman above the love for your child.
Some people
it's sad.
Do that.
It's really sad.
And what did I say earlier about this quote on my page? Women don't keep.
I told you right now it's silent.
They don't keep their word. You get what I'm saying? So it's one of them things where it's like, I know as men, we are expected to keep our word. It's one of those things where, even my godmom, she told me this, I'm just like,
yeah,
I'm listening to a wife tell me this, who is around other men, and she's expecting for men to keep their word. I'm just like, okay, like there are a lot of things that men are expected to do that women are expected to do too as humans, but they don't do it because they feel like I'm a woman and I don't have to. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just being honest.
That's a lot of stuff.
And I hate that because we all are humans at the end of the day. We're going to be judged as humans. We have to be valued as humans. But some people like to pull a card like, hey, I'm just from your rib. You know what I'm saying? I ain't all the way man. I'm whoa man. Yeah. So I should be able to feel the way I feel. And it's like, hey, I wish I could feel the way I feel sometimes, but
you guys didn't set up the society for that. You set up the society for
I
us.
love the way you lean on that. That is
Yeah.
so awesome.
And so, do you have anything in closing that you want to share with the people? Anything you want to leave them with? Your quote?
To end this, this like necessary, I mean, not necessary, but this particular podcast, I wanted to say that friends and family sometimes shift the dynamic in our relationships. One of them was emotions. So like personally, emotions can sometimes cause us to trick ourselves out of the game. I know on this podcast, we both want to be married one day. That's our goal. And so knowing that we do have like personal flaws, it's like, we have to fix those flaws. And sometimes, while we're dating people, like our emotions will cause us to, like how we feel, or our ego will cause us to mess over good people, or maybe check out of situations more early than we're supposed to. And so the last thing I wanted to add to that was sometimes the opinions of our family and friends can do the same thing. You can meet somebody and y'all been talking for 2 to 3 weeks and everything was good. And then, you probably introduce them to auntie, the auntie that you trust, and auntie say, hey, I saw this out of them. And now you start thinking about different things. Or you maybe saw a TikTok reel and you start to look at the situation a little bit different. And you don't know if you should be moving so fast, or maybe you should just back up some, or, I don't know, maybe am I, is my heart getting into it? Am I gonna get played? And so sometimes emotions, family, friends, they cause us to mess up some of the potential in the relationships that we have. And so as I get ready to close, man, I just want to encourage you guys just to, man, love hard. You only get one life. I'm not saying love frequently, but when you do get a chance, love hard, put your all into it. That way that you can say you put your all into it. And then when you move on to the next situation, if you have to, it's no love, or it's no disappointment in yourself, because you put it all out there. A lot of people, they're dating and they're holding back. So I want to be, one of those ones to encourage you, not to put it all on the table, but at least have that mindset to love hard, especially when you find the right one.
Absolutely.
That's it.
So closing, piggybacking off what he said, if you have a hating auntie, don't bring her around your people. Okay, because some aunties be hating. And also, if you are a male and you have a lot of women in your family that are chronically single, don't bring other women around, because they're gonna want you to be single too. But I always like to end with this quote: when you raise the barrier of entry, you force the standard to rise. And that is prevalent in all things in life. Okay, so when you raise the barrier of people being able to connect with you, when you raise the barrier of your talent, when you raise the barrier of how you want to be as a person, other people that are going to come around you have to rise to the occasion in order to be there with you, or they're going to fall by the wayside and you don't need them anyways. If you are tuning in, I want to go ahead and remind you, May 24th, from 4 to 9 at Sauce Furnace, the Omega Sci-Fi, aka the Q's, gonna be outside. Make sure y'all get y'all tickets. It's gonna be on Eventbrite, but if you look on my page, I do have a reel that has all the information on there for you. I have on a purple dress. I look real cute, and I got a cute little drink in my hand. And also on June 7th, there is a show. I cannot always commit them. Oh, Balling with the Bullies. It is going to be from, I think, 11 to 3. It is kid friendly. Bring your kids out. Adults is going to be $25 a piece. And it will have the competition for the dogs that'll show their coats, they'll show their stature, and it also will be dogs for fun. So bring the kids out and have a good time. You can put it back on both of us.
Good people. And if you're watching this video right now, we just want to thank you guys for your support.
Yes.
Every one of you that come in tonight, we want to thank you for getting involved. You guys could be anywhere in the world right now, but you guys are helping us make it make sense, and we really appreciate you. Please continue to like, share, tag a friend, do whatever you can just to help us make it make sense.
And we do appreciate you guys for rocking with us with the technical difficulties. And we were a little late today, but I feel like you just put a little bit of extra sauce on the show. So thank y'all. Make sure you tune in next Tuesday. We're going to be back at 8:30. Okay? So we'll see y'all next week. Peace.
Peace, love, and blessings, y'all.